Hey there, and welcome to MTG Meow, Magic Enjoyed Other Ways.
Meow!
I'm Scott.
And I'm Abbey.
And today we are drafting the Magic Villains custom set on planesculptors.net. So, as you've seen in our previous videos, we've done some exhibitions with the Magic Villain set, we did a sealed with the Magic Villain set, and now we're doing our final foray into it with a full-out draft.
Yes.
And as you can see, we are drafting on planesculptors.net, so if you want to try it yourself, the link is in the description. We're not able to draft it in Magic Set Editor because we don't have the Magic Set Editor file for this one, so we have to do the sometimes interesting way of drafting on planesculptors.net.
And that's okay, because you get a bunch of bomb rares that way.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the videos before, sometimes the planesculptors.net, as you can see, there's 7 artificial intelligence players and us right here at the bottom. The artificial intelligence players are not very good at drafting.
They pass us all the gold, baby.
We tend to get like 5th, 6th pick bomb rares, last pick mythics, and premium commons, wheel.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, they're just drafting at random.
It's like you're drafting with a bunch of magic newbies.
It's
great.
So on the one hand, it's like, yeah, I wish we could do a more realistic draft. But on the other hand, you know, if you just have like 2 or 3 friends together and you guys are all drafting on Planesculpt, there's a good chance this is what your draft of Magic Villains will look like.
Exactly.
So in that respect, it is a realistic draft of this set. But anyway, enough rambling. We're going to start the event here. And just one more thing, you know, we said when we went to the seal that the slower, more controlling decks were good. And hey, what happened in our seal videos? The slower, more controlling deck beat the aggressive one. So if we can, you know, unless there's a really good reason to go aggressive, I think we should go in the slower, more controlling decks. But we'll
I'm
see.
always for aggressive, though.
Let's go ahead and start this event. All right, so let's see here. What do we have for pack one, pick one? We'll just go through the cards, and if they're ones that we've seen before, then we won't go over them very well. Then we won't go over them very much. So we have Bottleneck Trap here, Ethereal Cathar, Feign Frailty, Gilded Adornment was always pretty good. Burrowing Cankrix, Trace Transmonger, Churning Sinkhole, Sinister Laughter, Starved Mutt, Wanton Mayhem, Baloth Cage Trap, an interesting reprint, Duskwood Scytheblade, Pensive Jotun, and Deal with the Devils are rare. So we search our library for a card and exile it, lose life equal to its converted mana cost, shuffle the library until end of turn we can play that card.
You still pay its cost? What?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So it's like a really bad demonic tutor. It says you not only lose life, but you also have to play that card this turn. So unless we have like some sort of ridiculous combo, I don't think we'll be taking that. So this is actually an interesting pick. We kind of have to look at our commons and uncommons here. Did anything stand out to you, Abby?
Not really, except maybe the Scytheblade? I don't know.
Yeah, Scytheblade's pretty mediocre.
Yeah.
3 mana, 3/2 that can occasionally become a 4/2. That's still just going to trade with an opponent's 2/1 or something. Yeah, this is a pretty underwhelming pack here. The only things that stick out to me are like Ethereal Cathar, which is not that great, Gilded Adornment, which again,
is not that great.
Cankrix, not that great, and Transmonger, which is not that great. I mean, we do have Sinister Laughter here, which is an uncommon where we can either draw 2 cards and lose 2 life, or target player discards 2 cards and loses 2 life, and black seems like a pretty good color because, you know, it has a lot of the torture things, and it can also be, if we do end up being aggressive, it can also end up being aggressive as well. Yeah. Certainly better than like Starved Mutt or Wanton Mayhem.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's between Sinister Laughter, Transmonger, maybe Gilded. These just seem so poor. Or Ethereal Cathar, I guess, would be this is kind of like a pseudo removal spell because it like kind of makes that creature pretend like it's not there. So it's basically between Ethereal Cathar and Sinister Laughter.
I'd take the Cathar, to be honest, because that prevents a lot of damage. That could prevent a lot more damage than just, you know, making your opponent lose 2 life.
Alright, so yeah, I think we're going to go with Ethereal Cathar here. It's actually really close between the Cathar and the Sinister Laughter, but if we take the Sinister Laughter, I feel like we're just going to end up in another blue-black deck, and we've already seen the power of blue-black decks with you playing your blue-black Tezzeret, me playing blue-black Concealed. I want to see explore just a little bit more of the set.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Ethereal Cathar, like you said, it's kind of like a bad pacifism. The creature can still block, but let's take it and see what happens.
Yeah.
So, all right, tough call. We'll see if, again, we're not married to our first pick, but we'll see where it goes from there. All right, we have this awful card, Recruit the Forsaken. If an opponent sacrificed a creature, you can pay 2 rather than its cost. Put target creature card from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield. Your control with a -1/-1, it becomes a minion. Okay, that's not bad, but you have to get in. This is like a sideboard card against an opponent sacrificing creatures. There weren't even that many sacrifice things in the set, I don't remember. But anyway, something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Short-Winged Griffin is completely whatever. Karma Manipulator is interesting.
Yeah.
Sail the Dreamscape. Each player puts the top card of his or her library into his graveyard for each tap permanent he or she controls. That's odd. Well, I didn't really see a mill theme throughout the rest of this. I mean, there was the one Machinate mill card, but, you know, this seems like it's heavy mill, but whatever.
Yeah.
Walk the Mists, sure. Caustic Caress, remove all -1/-1 counters from target creature, gains indestructible. That's okay. Fever Dream, choose target creature. Ah, yeah, that's an okay removal spell. Jeering Outlaw. Tybalt Scapegoat.
Yes,
I love Tybalt Scapegoat. It's a great torture card. When the stag dies, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of colors among cards in your graveyard. So it seems like green has this theme of wanting to be many colors. That's kind of interesting. Sealing Offering. All right, sure. Torture. And search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them into your hand, sure. And, Stoneforged Blade.
Hey,
7
that's
mana,
really good.
Equip 0, target equip creature gets +5/+5 and has double strike.
Well, I know what we're taking.
Whoa. Well, we already have a white card. This is white-red. Is this the card that we're looking for to make an aggro deck good? I mean, what else would we be taking here? Maybe Karma Manipulator, but we don't even have anything good for that. This is an okay removal. I mean, this is an okay removal spell. Scapegoat, we don't have any torture things yet. These Stag looks powerful, but it's taking us in a completely different direction with Stoneforged Blade.
That's right within what we started with, so...
Maybe, yeah, we haven't seen really a white-red deck, so yeah, maybe we'll give that a try, see what happens. Alright. Now we have Baron Heron.
Baron Heron!
Flying Scry 1. Oh, very solid, just fine. Filtration Implants, whatever. Curses Overseer. Returned Reveler. When it dies, each player puts the top 3 cards. Okay, so it seems like there's a bit of a mill theme in this deck, in this set. I don't know how powerful it is, but... Kayeri Archer, sure. Valkus Charger, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Vexing Devil is also good for being super aggressive.
Yep.
Hunter's Feast, Sudden Valley Trap, Ember Fiend. When it says torture and whenever -1/-1 counters put on it, deals 2 damage to target creature player. It's like a better Tybalt Scapegoat. Jiraga Snare Setter lets you search for a trap, and Wheeled Formation. Wow, okay, so we have some picks here. So we have a good... Baron Heron's good if we're going to get some equipment, because it's just a flyer.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get in the beats for that.
Vulcan Charger's also good if we're just looking for a big dude. Vexing Devil's a great, basically it just deals 4 to your opponent unless they're at 4 or less life, and then we get a 4/3 for 1, which, it's not the greatest, but it's not terrible either. Ember Fiend, that's good if we get some torture things. Then it's just like we can deal a ton of damage to our opponent's creatures. So it's basically between Heron, Charger, Devil, and Fiend. And I'd say it's more between Devil and Fiend here. Fiend?
I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking the Heron.
Really? Why the Heron?
Because it's so good with the sword.
It is good with the sword, but I mean, and that's a scry one. It's just a 2/2 flyer.
Yeah, and it's a common. I mean, we'll probably see more.
It is a common. Alright, well, although Ember Fiend does bring us into another color, is the problem. And there isn't a ton of mana fixing in this set. There's the uncommon, super pain lands. Yeah, wow, this is a really tough decision, but... between the Devil and the Fiend, I don't think we're going to take the Heron here, because again, we might see more Herons, but the Devil, I think we're going to take the Devil here. And
it's just too good.
Well, the reason for that, 1, it's a rare, and I want to try it out and see what it's like, and 2, if we're going to be an aggressive red-white deck, then this is going to be just 4 damage to the face most of the time, which is just fantastic. And this thing, it not only puts us in a 3rd color, but we also have to get torture things to synergize with it. And when we were playing our blue-black deck, when we didn't have our torture cards in hand, our spells that worked off torture were just terrible. Whereas this guy is always going to be at least just 4 damage to the face. And I don't want to go into 3 colors necessarily just for this effect, when we can just stay in 2 colors for now and have a pretty good card.
Exactly.
So I think we'll just take Vexing Devil here. It's a really tough call, but man, we'll see where it goes from there. All right, we have another Ethereal Cathar. We have Ethergraph Commandos, fine. Gilded Adornment's good. Filtration Implant, Caustic Caress, Pithgorger. That's another good black card. Cultist Mob. Hey, it's a lot of minions. Frenzied Macetail, 5 mana 4/4 Frenzy 2. Sure.
That's not bad.
Pensive Jotun. Unnoticed Threats. That's a giant overrun card. And another Snare Center. Wow, this is another tough pick. Man. So you have another Cathar. That's very good. Pithgorger. Very good. Cultist Mob. Very good. That's not so great. And then we have Unnoticed Threats, which is just a green bomb. I mean, just even casting it, ignoring the trap stuff at the top there, just a 6-mana overrun, you win the game, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
But it is triple green, so that means we would probably either have to drop white or drop red in order to play it. But it is basically 6 mana, you win the game if you have like 4 more creatures out. So, yikes. So do we take the... I'd say it's between the Cathar... Pithgorger's probably a long third, Cultist Mob, and I think we got to take the Unnoticed Threats here. It's just so strong. And then if we wheel Cultist Mob, these just work so well together. I mean, that's what, 4, 8, 12, 16 power if you cast this. So I think we just got to take Unnoticed Threats.
Yeah, I would take the Threats because, I mean, you'll probably see another Cultist Mob.
And then we'll see, I think we'll take Unnoticed Threats, move into green a little bit, and we'll see if we'll end up green-red or green-white based on the next few picks. All right, next we have, Cage of Hands.
That's a good one. Penitence, that's so good.
Oh my god, Penitence was disgusting. Weary Pilgrim, sure. Walk the Mists, Caustic Caress, Churning Sinkhole, Crawling Skin, Stalking Ghast. So possessed creatures your opponents control have at the beginning of your upkeep put a -1/-1 counter on this creature, and that's fine, but...
That's no Penitence.
Yeah. Outlaw's Bargain and Rustic Torment. So I was going to say, Easy Cage of Hands, but Penitence is just disgusting.
Yeah, that's easy. Like, there's no way in heck that would get passed to us in a real draft.
Yeah.
But...
Or Cage of Hands for that.
Or Cage of Hands, but I think we should take
I think I actually like the idea of going white-green, maybe getting rid of this Vexing Devil, because we can easily splash this. It's a 7-drop for only 1 red, so I think being heavy white-green and then having a splash of red for this maybe might work out. But yeah, we're definitely going to take Penitence here.
Oh, for sure.
And our
another Heron, there you go.
Alright, yep, another Heron seems good. Chromanta, Grixis Wanderer, Duskwood Chieftain. Minion creatures you control can't be blocked by a creature with a greater power.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good, but we were getting far away from black here.
Yeah.
Returned Reveler. When it dies, each player, yes, okay. Torture to Death, Duskwood Widow. Loam Carver. When Loam Carver attacks or blocks, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. When it dies, return another target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Wow, that's pretty good. It's in Satyr Wayfinder, and what was this? Duskwood Widow? Duskwood Widow gets +1/+1 for each color among cards in your graveyard. All right. Again, we have this weird colors theme. So this is actually interesting. We have Heron, and we also have a Loam Carver. Loam Carver seems pretty good. I mean, just ignoring that top box, when it dies, return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand for 2 mana 2/2. That seems great.
That's ridiculous.
But also, I want to go green. I do want to go green for this, but maybe we don't want to go that far and we want to take a Heron? Nah, I think we
take the Carver, because it's an uncommon and you probably won't see it again.
I think we want to take just having a 2-drop as well, that seems great. So, yeah, we'll take the Carver. I want to try out, again, our goal isn't necessarily to draft the deck we drafted a Pro Tour. It's just to draft a deck that explores the set to see if the set is viable in all colors, not just the ones we're used to. All right, for next pick we have another Ethereal Cathar. These things all over the place. Shortwing Griffin, Condescend, Agent, Returned Reveler, Grixis Highguard, Searing Bolt, and Skeeling Foulblade. So Skeeling Foulblade's good, but I think Ethereal Cathar.
Searing Bolt's pretty good too.
Yeah, but we're trying to move away from red.
Alright.
I think Ethereal Cathar is going to be the pick over Foulblade here, just because if we're trying to last until we cast either this or this to win the game, these guys are perfect.
Oh, they're very good.
So I think it's a easy Ethereal Cathar here. So. Alright, next we have Ravenous Griffin, 3 mana 2/2 Frenzy, sure. Burrowing Cankrick, sure. Filigree Elder, Peel from Reality, Bluster Ooze, Cavalier. Thank you, Cavalier.
Cavalier.
Whatever. And Paragon Deputy, so 4/2 for 5 mana, first strike. As long as it's equipped, other creatures you control get +1/+1 and have first strike.
Oh, that's great.
That is interesting. That's another interesting one that we could splash.
Do it.
I mean, it's either we take that or this Ravenous Griffin, which just seems bleh.
Yeah, I would take the Deputy because that would work so well, especially with the overrun. That's just the cherry on top, giving them first strike and +1/+1.
That's thinking about Magical Christmas Land, kind of. Although, maybe we do just want to take the Griffin, because if our opponent doesn't have anything with reach or flying, then this turns into a 4/2 flyer.
Yeah, but we're going to have, we're going to have a bajillion flyers. I would take the Deputy.
We don't have any flyers yet.
Well, we can get more. I mean, personally...
You keep saying we can get more.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, your hand is on the mouse ultimately, but I would personally go with the Deputy because I like how aggressive it is, and I like how it pumps your guys, as long as it has an equipment. And if you give it the Blade, then, charge, man. That's just
All right,
gonna...
here's the thing. We're going to take the Griffin here.
Uh-huh.
And the reason we're taking over the Deputy is two reasons. One, I want to try and move away from being more 3 colors. I mean, I don't mind splashing
That's
1/7
true.
drop, but there's not a lot of mana fixing in this set, and I don't want to do that. Second of all, this thing needs to be equipped before it's even decent, or else it's just a 5 mana 4/2 first strike, you know? And that means we only have 1 equipment and it costs 7. We need to have at least like 5 equipments in our deck for this to be good.
All right, well, you make a good point with that, so I guess the Griffin is the right pick.
Yes, we're going to take the Griffin. All right, Feign Frailty, sure. Gilded Dormant, Baloth Cage Trap.
Hey, it's our pack.
Yeah, our pack came back. Duskwood Scytheblade, Pensive Jotun, and Deal the Devil. Okay, so not Feign, Gilded Adornment, sure. Baloth Cage Trap. It only works if our opponent had an artifact come into play. There's not a ton of artifacts in this set. I'd rather just take a creature, I think. So,
yeah, that Scytheblade's looking pretty good, huh?
I mean, it's not looking pretty good, but it's better than this 7-drop or this... Or maybe we just want a 5-drop? I mean, we can just cast this as a 5-mana 4/4 with Flash, you know? Do we want that, or do we want the 3-drop? I mean, we already have 1 3-drop. Another 3-drop, another 3-drop. Maybe it'd be good to have a 5? I don't know. I think we'll just take the Scytheblade here. Yeah, we'll just take the Scytheblade. It's just going to be a little bit better all the time. Alright, Recruit the Forsaken. It's kind of interesting. Karma Manipulator. Scapegoat.
Take the Stag.
Ooh, the Stag. Alright, I think we're going to take the Stag here. It's a nice 4-drop. When it dies, worst comes to worst, we gain 1 life and draw 1 card. So seems pretty good. Alright, we have Baron Heron.
Hey, came back.
Sudden Valley Trap. Yeah, we're not too interested in that. Ember Fiend came back. Should never happen. Wheeled Formation. Wow. I think Wheeled Formation is insane, but I think we're going to take the Heron here just to get more dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can get, hopefully, one of those tap sack lands at some point. Ooh, Pithgorger and Cultist Mob. Wow. I mean, I love Pithgorger. I think it's great. Cultist Mob, also good. I think we'll just take the Cultist Mob.
Yeah, I would take the Mob because we're already splashing red, so...
Yes, there's a small chance we might go more red.
Cage of Hands for sure.
Again, this is the reason why...
Heron!
This is we get premium commons, last and second to last pick. But yeah, so looking at what we have here, going into the next pack, we're heavy white, probably green, but there's a chance we might go more red. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we look at the next stuff. And here we have a white rare. So, Consortium Astrolabe. Interesting. Machinate. Exile target creature, then return that creature to the battlefield tapped under its opponent's control. Interesting. And do we have any good enters the battlefield abilities? I mean, we have this, but just kind of switching things around.
It's also a good way to get rid of, whatchamacallit, so get rid of enchantments, things like that.
It's only a creature. You can only exile target creature. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like if you have a creature with enchantment on it, you exile the creature.
Oh, you mean like an aura or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't think that's worth 4 mana and Machinate, because for Machinate to be good, you need like at least 6 artifacts, probably more, 7 in your deck.
Well,
so
we
don't have any. We have our blade, and that's it. So.
All right, well, that's fair enough.
We have Salvager Herda, 5 mana 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, return an artifact card from your graveyard. Sure, Soul of the Altar. Whenever a minion creature you control dies, return Soul of the Altar to the battlefield. That's interesting. Weary Pilgrim, when it dies, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay. Tezzert's Ambition, Bulgrim Strider, Caustic Caress, Infectious Outbreak, Sordid Salvage, Outlaw's Bargain, Wanton Mayhem, Lurking Roots, Dread Mansion, and Rolling Garden. Wow.
I'd take the Rolling Garden.
Yeah, seriously, this is all just garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, how many minions do we have? We have like no minions. This makes minions, but we might not even play it.
Yeah, other than that, we don't have any, so...
I mean, Weary Pilgrim's a fine sideboard card, but everything else is just like black cards. I think we're just going to take this.
Take the Garden.
Just for some okay mana fixing?
Yes.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Wow, bad pick. This has been a very interesting draft. Alright, Cage of Hands, that's a good backup plan no matter what. Commando, Griffin, Stonehaven Cadet. Oh yeah, that was whatever. Another Pilgrim, Mental Map, Nightmare Edict, Jeering Outlaw, the Stoneforge.
What?
So you can tap an untapped artifact to create a colorless equipment. Oh, so it does like what Nahiri does. And even when we had Nahiri out making all these equipments, it wasn't that impressive, so I'd rather take something else.
Yeah.
Satyr Wayfinder's fine. Ooh, Sealing Foulblade's also good.
She's good, yeah, I would take her.
Faceless Mob is white-black. Whenever it or another minion creature you control dies, create a 1/1 white minion creature at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, cool, and blue-black land. So it's between either Foulblade or Wayfinder. I mean, Foulblade's nice with Death Touch.
Yeah, Foulblade's really good, and if you get that Stoneforge Blade on her, she's unstoppable.
But at the same time, we have so many 3-drops. We have Baron Heron, Cage of Hands, Baron Heron, Cathar, Penitence, Cathar, Griffins.
Well, if
yeah,
you
we're
feel
gonna take
like-
a 2-drop here.
Fine, alright.
Just because we need to get, or do we want to take Cage of Hands? Now we already have 1 Cage of Hands. I want to get more dudes. We're supposed to be like an aggressive deck here.
Yeah, and Cage of Hands is a common, so I mean, there's a chance that we might see another one, so.
Yeah, but it's so good. Now that I think about it,
It's not like the AI's taking
between
it.
Cage of Hands and Seder Wayfinder. Seder Wayfinder's good, but we don't have any graveyard synergies. I mean, if it just gets us a land, that's fantastic. But I think maybe we just take Cage of Hands here, just as more removal.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, yeah, let's just take Cage of Hands. It's the safer pick, but maybe we'll wheel Seder Wayfinder, or maybe the random AI will take it. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a Commando, Frailty, Ravening Mage. That's good. Serpent of Aisha, Bloodbeggar, Death Whale Mori, Grixien Highguard, Tybalt Scapegoat, Scytheblade, another Foul Blade.
Great.
Youthful Satyr. When it dies, you gain 3 life. Okay. And Ether Shard Priestess. Ooh, that's cool. So whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Whenever an artifact you control is put into graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Okay, cool. I think we're just going to take the Foul Blade here.
Yeah, Foul
We're just
Blade's
going to be
bomb.
mono 3-drops. I mean, it's either that or this Scythe Blade, but I think this one's just going to be better. We could take this guy, but right now we only have 1 equipment, and we might not even play it.
Yeah.
Chances are we will, though.
Yeah, I mean, and plus the equipment that we have is 0 to equip.
That's
so,
also
I mean,
true. Never mind. All right, so yeah, easy Foul Blade. Man, we need to get some more 2-drops, though. We have so many 3-drops.
Aether Strix is awesome.
Aether Strix is awesome, but you have to keep in mind that in your deck you had a lot of artifacts, and we have 1 artifact so far.
Well, it's good because it's a flyer as well. It's a 1-drop, 1/1 flyer. That's great.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, False Step, destroy creature Planeswalker if it's the source of any activated or triggered abilities. Counter those, that's interesting. Cultist Mob, Outlaw's Bargain. Twin Barrel Outlaw gets +2/+2 and has Menace as long as it's equipped. Okay. We haven't even seen that many equipment. Aside from the Stoneforge that makes equipment and the one that we took, we haven't seen many equipment. So, something to keep in mind. Colonial Swine is just solid.
Yeah.
I don't want another Foul Blade. I'd say it's between Cathar and Swine. And we already have 1, 2 Cathars.
I mean, personally, I would go for the 1-drop.
Yeah.
But
If we had more... If this was a blue-white deck or a black-white deck, then I'd say sure. But we just have no artifacts. Look.
Hey, well, hey, you don't really...
I don't want just a 1/1 flyer. I want a 4/3 Trampler.
Alright, we'll get on that then.
Alright, 4/3 Trampler, get in there.
Yeah, do it.
Alright, we have Faint Frailty, Weary Pilgrim, Bulgrim Strider, Cultist Mob, Colonium Baloth, the Iguana, Retrieval Trap. You can return 2 cards from your graveyard to your hand and then exile it. And if an opponent controlled card you discard a card. Okay, so I mean, just as a 5-mana instant that lets you get 2 cards back.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Seder Wayfinder, Scaling Offering, and Cursed by the Veil. Whoa. Beginning of your end step, put the top 6 cards of your library into your graveyard, then put a creature card and a land card from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Wow. I mean, that's good. But you also have to mill yourself for 6 each turn. And if you start the game at 33 cards, the game goes about 7 turns, so you're at like 25. So you get 4 activations, maybe 3, and then you're dead.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
So unless you have any bombs in your deck, then you might not want to play that.
It's a curse.
It is a curse. Blessing and a curse. So this is between basically Seder Wayfinder, it's just a 2-drop. Kind of helps us smooth out our mana, and Retrieval Trap. Retrieval Trap does seem pretty good. It's just some card advantage.
It's good card advantage, but I feel like we already have a lot of heavy cards.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I just want a Seder Wayfinder here.
Yeah, I mean, because like really, we would need to be looking for land.
Yeah.
I think we need our mana fixing. So
It's a tough call. I mean, Retrieval Trap is powerful, but I don't think there's a ton of stuff we want to get back anyway. I mean, what would we get back? Like a Baron Heron and like a Cathar maybe? I mean, that's fine, but I'd just rather smooth out our mana, ensure that we hit our land drops, we have something to do on 2 mana.
Yeah, make sure that we can get everything out.
Yeah, it's a tough call, and I don't know if that's the best pick, but I think it's a good call here.
Reciprocate.
Alright, we got Guthrum Shepherd, Reciprocate's fine. Veteran's Reflexes, sure. Peel from Reality, Torture to Death, Cultist Mob, Elaborate Plan, fun rare. Ooh, finally an Equipment, Altherite Blade, and Executioner's Sledge.
Whoa.
So it's basically between Reciprocate and the Blade, I'd say. I mean, Blade is nice. It's something we can cast on 2. Turns like all of our guys, all of our flyers into big dudes. Especially like our Griffin, which can get in the air for 6 with a blade on it if it's not blocked. Reciprocate, I mean, if we're trying to be aggressive here, Reciprocate might not be so great because we have to put our opponent on the defensive.
That's right, and I mean, like, we're looking to win the game. We're looking to get in and get in for the beats.
We already have 1 Cage of Hands, 2 Cage of Hands, Ethereal Cathar. Don't we have another? Yeah, we have another Ethereal Cathar.
Okay, so we don't really need Reciprocate, but I think the Blade would be good.
I think Blade's good. This one just costs too much to equip. We got blown out several times when we tried to equip it. Whereas this is just 2 mana to equip, and +2/+2 isn't that different from +3/+3 when you're getting it in the air and your opponent might not have a blocker.
Exactly.
So I think we'll take the Blade here. All right. So we have Ethergraph Commando, find 2-drop, Caustic Caress, Sordid Salvage, Carry Archer, Tibble Scapegoat, Baloth, Foul Blade, and Offering. So it's just between Foul Blade and Commando. Commando is an artifact. So if we want more Machinate things, then we'd have 1, 2, and then the Machinate.
Yeah, I mean, and we have an equipment with a cost, so I mean, it'd be good to have the Commando out if.
Yeah, I mean, another Foul Blade would be nice, but I think we just need a few more 2-drops.
Yeah, we need to even out our mana.
So we'll just take the Commando here. Oh no, Nahiri Stoneforge Pupil, you again. Alright, we're probably taking that, but let's see here. We have Shortwing Griffin, Tezzar's Ambition, Curse's Overseer, Valka's Charger, Lurking Roots, and Amulet's Attendant. Vigilance, and whenever it attacks or blocks, untap a permanent. Yeah, that's whatever, not worth going into blue.
Yeah.
Nahiri, you burned us once. Are we going to let you burn us again? Yes, we are.
We totally are. We totally are.
Also, we should not be getting Planeswalkers, 5th, 6th pick? That's just crazy. Bulgrim Strider, Caustic Caress, Outlaw's Bargain, Wanton Mayhem, Lurking Roots, and Dread Mansion. I think we're just going to take Lurking Roots for the sideboard, destroy an artifact or enchantment in case our opponent has a penitence. So, Ethergraph Commando, Enduring Outlaw, The Stoneforge, Satyr Wayfinder, or Nightmare Lagoon. So it's between Commando and another Satyr Wayfinder.
We have Nahiri, so we can make as many artifacts as we need.
That's also true.
So I would go with the Wayfinder so we can fix our mana.
I mean, that seems good.
We've got infinite artifacts, provided she stays alive.
Alright, yeah, we'll take... I think 1 more Satyr Wayfinder seems good. I don't think we need to take any more, though. 2 is probably good. Feign Frailty, Serpent of Aisha, Mori, Tibble Scapegoat. We'll just take Frailty for the board, I guess. Ethereal Cathar.
Take the Cathar.
3rd from last pick? Sure, why not? Weary Pilgrim, Offering. Yeah, we'll just take the Pilgrim for the sideboard. And of course, we get a last pick, one of the best commons in the set, Torture to Death. Alright, good. So, going into our last pack, we have Nahiri. We have our, our Crazy Overrun. So basically, we want to just get a lot of dudes now. So we want lots of dudes, because Nahiri is good when you have things that you can equip. If we saw when we have things that we couldn't really equip, she's not very good. But now that if we can get a lot more 2-drops, and just try and get out the gates really fast, then we can make Nahiri good. We can make our Overrun good. We can make our removal good. So we'll see what happens in this last pack.
Yes.
All right, Deflection Trap. Hey, it has Nahiri on it.
Wow.
So X and 2 white. If an opponent casts a spell with X, you may pay just white. Next X damage that will be dealt to you or a creature you control is dealt to target creature or player instead. That's fine. It's not I mean, if you want to prevent, 3 damage, it costs 5 mana.
Yeah, it's okay. Not the greatest.
Feign Frailty, Veteran's Reflexes, Cankrex, Grixis Wanderer, Aisha, a lot of blue cards, a lot of black cards, a lot of red cards. Here's some green. Deep Fen Hermit, 1 mana 4/4. When enters the battlefield with 3 -1/-1 counters on it. You remove a -1/-1 to scry 1. Okay,
and you have to pay 2.
Yeah, that's whatever. Ugh. Oh, Pilgrim's Eye is nice. Pilgrim's Eye, just a low drop, gets a land card out of your deck, so...
Hey, I'd take that.
That's easy to splash red.
Yep, I would go for that.
Pilgrim's Eye seems pretty good. I mean, it's either that or, Deflection Trap.
Yeah.
And that just seems meh.
Go for the Pilgrim!
Yeah, we'll just go with Pilgrim's Eye here. That just seems very solid. Another flyer to put our equipment onto. Baron Heron, Gilded Adornment, Griffin, Lethargy Trap, Walk the Mist, Ooze, Sadistic Nightmare, The Stoneforge. We already got a better one of those.
Yep.
Thunderfoot Brave, 4 mana 3/2. When it deals combat damage, destroy an artifact. Sure.
That's not bad.
Mayhem, yeah, but we're not.
It's a good sideboard, but
we're not red. So Colonium Baloth and Iguana. Yeah, this is all garbage. I think we're just gonna take another Griffin here.
Yeah, Griffin's pretty good.
Just seems great. Get in for damage in the air. Yeah, get in there, Griffin.
Yeah, get in for the beats.
Terrible card, Adornment, Cankrex, so many Cankrex.
Oh, take the rare, take the rare.
We'll get to that. Pithgorger, Reveler, Consul of Pain, Drag to Hell, Searing Bolt, and Ursoth. Man, this is just a combination of my Nahiri deck and your green
this is
sealed deck.
This is absurd.
So, I mean, this guy, he does cost 7 mana.
But he's so good.
But we do have Satyr Wayfinder to help us hit our land drops. We have Pilgrim's Eye to help us hit our land drops. So we could get to 7 mana on turn 7 pretty quickly.
Yeah, take it.
I mean, it's either that or we take, like, what? Gilded the Dormant? There's nothing else here for us. So, yeah, we'll take Ursoth.
Yes, we are claiming the unclaimed.
We might, with this triple green, good double white, good triple green, we might just drop the red. Actually, we have Pilgrim's Eye.
Yeah, we have so much mana fixing, like, don't worry.
Alright, Esper Evangel, 5 mana, 3/3, Flying Vigilance. Tap an untapped artifact, create a 1/1 white minion. Wow.
That's great, take that.
That seems fantastic. And we have how many artifacts? We have Pilgrim's Eye, Blade.
We have infinite artifacts.
And Nahiri makes a ton of artifacts, so yeah. This thing's equipped, it gets +1/+1 lifelink. That'd be good too. But I think...
Snow Flyer.
Yeah, Disembowel is good, but we are not that color. There's another Widow, another Foul Blade. Yeah, we're just taking this. Just as a 5 mana, 3/3 Flying Vigilance would be great.
That's awesome.
But then it has that other ability. Yeah, seems sweet. Let's try it. Alright, next pick we have sack a creature, prevent all damage, or Weary Pilgrim, blah blah blah. Some black cards we're not going to play. We have another Deep Fen Hermit, Obedient Sinogrub. Ooh. Combo with Esper Evangel. We just tap this, make a 1/1, 2 mana, untap it. Tap it, make a 1/1, 2 mana, untap it. Tap it, make a 1/1, 2 mana, untap it.
Wombo combo, baby.
Wombo combo. I mean, it's either that or we take Deranged Hermit. That just seems awful.
I'd say take the Infinite Loop.
Infinite Loop. We didn't come here not to do Infinite Loops. Gilded Adornment, some blue cards that we're not playing, black cards, red cards, and Jotun's 7 mana, 7/5. I guess we'll take the Adornment, since now that we picked up the another Machinate card, so just a good 1-drop. Might not play it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Blue card, black card. Ooh, wow, that'd be a good one to splash, but we can't splash double black.
We've seen 2 of those now this draft.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention then. Never Enchanted
Land. It was literally 2 packs ago.
Tapped, add 1 mana to your mana pool of each color among the colors of cards in your graveyard. That's like a horrible ramp card. Ugh. I guess we'll just take the Baloth. Seems awful. Is there really nothing else we can take here? Yeah. I mean, if this was a real draft, I'd probably just take this to hate it, but it's not a real draft, so whatever. We'll take the Baloth. Griffin. Stoneward Bait. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end turn. If a creature you control is the target of a spell, that's not bad as a trick. Pithgorger, Hunter's Feast.
Take the Deputy. We have so many equipments now.
So it's either the Deputy for fun or the Bait as like a trick. That's true. Yeah, we'll take the Deputy now. Just for fun. I don't think we'll play it, but whatever. Horrible trick, some blue cards, black cards, whatever. Gain 6 life. That seems awful. I guess we'll just take this. Alright, we're getting down to the dregs here.
Heron.
Ooh, Baron Heron. Or Iguana. Yeah, we'll just take the flyer.
The Heron's always better.
Another Cancrix.
Take the Bolt.
Take the Bolt. Searing Bolt, sure. Take that on the splash, potentially. Nahiri's Acolyte. Oh, great. It's a good 2-drop. Yep, perfect. Alright. I'm kind of liking where our deck ended up here. Yeah, we'll take the only one that looks halfway decent. And last pick, Mantra. Alright, so let's go to deck building.
Right.
Whew, I think we got a pretty good one here, you know? I mean, you played green-white aggro against me in the last one, but I don't think your deck was as strong as this. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think we'll be playing these red cards. I don't think we'll be playing these black cards, and I don't think we'll be playing this blue card. We might be splashing these, though. Probably be playing these. Alright, let's take a look at what we're not going to be playing in these colors. Is there anything that comes out? This is a sideboard card. This line's good. I don't want to play Baloth. Stag's fine. Scytheblade's just so medium. Alright, Pilgrim is also sideboard. Reflexes is terrible. Griffin, Penitence, Nahiri's Acolyte, Gilded Dormant, Feign Frailty, sideboard. Commando, Cathar, what, 3 of those? Jeez. Evangel, Cage of Hands, and then we have our 3 Baron Herons. Alright, so we have 30 cards in the 29 minus the land, so let's sort by converted mana cost. So that means we're going to have to make like 6 cuts, probably. So we'll see what we're getting rid of here. Let's take a look at this Deputy. So as first strike, as long as it's equipped, other creatures you control get +1/+1 have first strike. So we have how many equipments? We have 1, 2, and infinite.
Yes.
So it seems like it could be okay.
It's doable.
I don't think we're going to play the Xenogrub. That's just too cute.
What do you mean? What? What's wrong? What?
Well, we have to get... Alright, we have 28 cards in the deck. We gotta get rid of 5
Yeah,
more.
plus it costs 2. Well, no, it doesn't cost 2 because it's...
It only costs 1. Alright, you know what? We'll leave... We have so many 3-drops. We gotta do something about these 3-drops. I like all of our 2s to give us something to do on 2 mana. What are we gonna do about these 3-drops? Maybe we... As crazy as it seems, do we not want these Ethereal Cathars?
What? But that we're banking on those for our, for removal-ish type effects.
Yeah, they're removal, but they don't remove the creature can still block, you know? Although the creature, we can block and then attack into it, so that's... Maybe do we not want Penitence?
No, we have to keep Penitence.
Well,
That's so good.
What are we getting rid of here, then?
Well, what we can get rid of is the stag. I mean, we don't really need that.
The ideal... Are we just getting rid of, like, our 4-drops?
Essentially,
I mean, maybe we don't need this Ursoth either.
No, but it's so good.
Alright, well, what's our plan here? We have all of these... We have to either... We have to go in one of 2 directions. We have to either trim down the 3-drops, okay? Or we have to trim down the top end, you know? Because... Or else, what is our deck
Well, we have 3 Baron Herons. We don't need 3.
Yeah, it's pretty good, though. I mean, with all of our equipment...
Yeah... I mean, maybe we do get rid of the Cathars, you know?
So, alright, how many Machinate things? Do we just have the 1 Machinate card? I think we just have the 1 Machinate card.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, since we only have the 1, we'll get rid of the Xenogrub. Then we have 1, 2... Oh, we have a ton of... So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. 5. That should be enough for this to be good. I mean, it's like the barest of minimums. I'd like to keep this guy in. So what are we getting rid of here? We're down to 28. We still got to get rid of 4 more.
Alright,
So 5 more, probably.
Do we need Loam Carver?
Loam Carver? I mean, we need 2-drops. So...
We can get rid of a Wayfinder?
Wait, again, I like all of our 2-drops because they help us hit our land drops.
Well,
and
I would get rid of the Stag, to be honest.
the Stag?
Yeah.
Why do we get rid of the Stag?
Because the most you're going to draw is like 2.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, when this dies, you draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. That seems great. Seems better than the Swine, you know? I don't know. Man, this is a tough build. Alright, so this is going to be some tough decisions here. But, you know, our deck, we have these 2 cards here, both of which, this one needs artifacts to work. And this one needs equipment to work, and it needs red. I think that's just... Our deck is so streamlined with, you know, having some good 2-drops, having some good 3-drops. I think both of these, we can't do both. And I would rather have this one that can work with equipment or artifacts rather than this one that needs artifacts and it needs red. I mean, it needs equipment and it needs red. So I think we're going to cut that one. I think we're also going to cut these 4-drops just because what do we need them for, you know? I mean, we just have a ton of 3-drops right here.
Yeah, and we have a lot of flyers that get
right.
for
I
more
want our
beats.
flyers. We have 3 herons. We have 2 griffins. We have this guy who's a 3/3 vigilance flyer.
Yeah.
And because of that, I don't think we need this Ursoth. I think this is a great top end, and I think this is a great top end. I just don't think we need this guy.
I disagree, but I do understand where you're coming
It's
from.
7, 6. The difference between 6 mana and 7 mana is big. You know, I mean that
It
could be
is.
3 or 4 turns of waiting to draw a land.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we don't even need the Stoneforge Blade, and we could go down to then because right now we have 24 cards in deck minus the land, so we need to make 1 more cut. So the last cut.
I would cut a Cathar before I cut the blade, simply because we already have so many like pacifism type effects that, I mean, we have 2 Cage of Hands and 3 Cathars. I really don't think we need all that. And on top of that, we have Penitence. So that's going to make their opponent think twice about even attacking if we draw it. So, I mean, I would consider cutting an Ethereal Cathar before we cut the blade, because the blade is just so good and it's another equipment that we can use.
Maybe, call me crazy, but do we get rid of the Skeeling Foul Blade? I mean, we have all of our 3-drops, the Griffin, the Pilgrim's Eye, the Cathar is just basically removal, and the Baron, they all fly. This one's just...
Well, Cathar doesn't fly.
Yeah, Cathar, but it's just basically removal.
Yeah.
This one doesn't fly.
Alright, well then cut her.
I mean, we could just cut that one.
Yeah.
And... But, I mean, 3 mana, 3/3, and then if they block, it kills a creature. That's also pretty good. It's basically, alright, this has been some tough builds, so let's put these things over here.
Tough love.
I'd say it's between Stoneforge Blade and the Foul Blade
I
for the last cut. If we get rid of Stoneforge Blade, then we don't have to play any mountains, which is kind of nice because we're playing, triple green. We have double whites, so that'd be very helpful.
So good.
It is very good, and if we can throw that on a flyer, then boom.
Yeah, I feel like
game over.
But also, I guess on the other side of the coin is if you get Nihiri out, then you can put as many artifacts on that as you want.
That's also true. So.
But. I mean, what if you don't get Nihiri? The blade is a good backup.
The blade is a good top end, especially for getting rid of our other top end.
Yeah, so personally, I would cut the Foul Blade before I cut the Stoneforge Blade.
Yeah. This is just... Stoneforge Blade is just such a good, oops, I win. And it is indestructible as well. It's not like our creature can sideboard, our opponent can sideboard and a naturalize and get rid of it.
Exactly.
So...
It's Stoneforge.
And then if they kill the creature in response to us equipping it, well, we'll just equip a different creature.
Oh, yeah.
So I really want to try it out. We'll get rid of the Foul Blade.
Yeah, it's just too good not to play.
Keeping the Stoneforge Blade, so that way we kind of have two oops, I win cards here. So, and maybe we should cut this Evangel. Let's see here. We have
No, we're good. We're good because we have the land in, and then we have 23 other cards. So
well,
we're
I'm
good.
just wondering about our artifact count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 plus.
Well, I mean, if we have to draw this card in order to make them, 6. So yeah, I mean maybe.
And in Esper Evangel's an artifact herself. So.
Yeah, well, she has to tap herself. So I think it's dubious, but her just being a 3/3 flying vigilance, I think that's good enough by itself.
Yeah,
that
that's
we can keep
still
it in.
really good.
So we're basically, this is the deck. All right, our plan is to get in the air, get in for as many beats as we can, and when our opponent we either try and stall our opponent with Penitence or Ethereal Cathars until we draw our Unnoticed Threats and win the game, or our Stoneforge Blade and win the game, or our Evangel and win the game.
And win the game.
Or Nahiri
and win the game. Exactly.
So that's our plan. All right, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to take this deck, import it into Cockatrice, add some basic lands, and then Abby and I will do another draft, and then Abby will play that deck, I'll play this deck, we'll smash the decks against each other, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, see you then. Meow!